Hey active travelers, welcome to my guide to Puerto Rico's capital city, San Juan. San Juan is a beautiful city with amazing beaches, a rich history, and happens to be the second oldest European established capital city in the Americas. The city and its surrounding area is home to over 2 million people, which represents about 3/4 of the total population of Puerto Rico. As you navigate the city, you will find a mix of the old and the new. You will see wealth and also some poverty. Getting to San Juan is surprisingly easy, given the large number of direct flights from many North American cities, and the flights oftentimes seem cheaper than other destinations. If your trip includes seeing other parts of Puerto Rico, you will need a rental car for those areas. However, during the time you are in San Juan, I'd recommend not having a rental and using taxis and Uber instead. This will save you the hassle of having to look for parking, and you won't need to deal with all the traffic. For accommodation, if you are a beach lover, I'd recommend staying anywhere between the old town and the airport and relatively close to the beach. There are a lot of hotels and Airbnbs in this area. If you stay here, you will have easy taxi access to the old town, be close to many restaurants, and have walking distance access to the beautiful beaches that span the entire coastline of this area. If you prefer history and don't want to swim, you may want to consider staying in the old town instead. Regardless, one thing to be aware of is how much Puerto Ricans love loud music and making noise well into the night. If you are a light sleeper, consider staying away from the main roads and bars, since you will likely be bothered by those loud sounds. For you beach lovers, here's how spectacular the San Juan beaches are. It pretty much doesn't matter where you are along the coast of San Juan, since all the beaches are this amazing. The water is clean with easy entry in, and some areas have waves on windier days. If you enjoy boogie boarding, bring your board, and you can safely enjoy riding here. Once you've had some beach fun, you really need to go visit the old San Juan. I'd recommend going early afternoon so that you can see things during the day, and then stay there for dinner and well into the evening. There, you can walk down cobblestone streets and alleyways, see the old Spanish colonial architecture, take photos around the old fort, and get refreshments at the many restaurants, cafes, and bars. You may notice that San Juan is built on a hill, so be prepared to go up and down some steeper terrain. Be sure to make it all the way to the west end of the city, where you will get nice scenic views of the bay and the surrounding area. When it comes to restaurants, whether in Old San Juan or the rest of the city, you will be able to choose from a huge variety of places to eat at. From inexpensive street food, through the usual North American fast food chains, all the way to fine dining. This is in contrast with many other parts of Puerto Rico, where dining options and food variety may be a little more limited. I won't go into detail reviewing places since we sampled a very small number of restaurants, but here are a couple of places that really stood out for us. The first one is Biga Pizza Artigianale, that serves possibly the best thin crust pizza I've ever eaten. We were recommended this place by some locals after we complained that the pizza places in Puerto Rico are quite bad. Let's see what I had to say about it after having a glass or two of wine. Look at this pizza, it's so delicious. The dough is fluffy, yet crunchy, super soft. The toppings are exquisite. My god, the pepperoni with spicy honey on top, it's so good. You guys gotta try it. The second place is Lela's Eatery, that serves delicious brunch and lunch items. The service was excellent, the meals looked good, and tasted even better. The last place I will mention is Anita Gelato in Old San Juan. This place has a huge selection of gelato flavors, and all the ones we sampled were delicious. The only obvious drawback of this place is that it often has a huge lineup of people. Hopefully the 3 places I mentioned serve as a good example of what you can expect in San Juan. All of these places served great food, but be aware that none of them were cheap. You'll find that accommodation and restaurants in San Juan are generally more expensive than the rest of Puerto Rico. If you want to do some shopping, you can find many souvenir shops in Old San Juan. However, for a more substantial shopping experience, there are 4 Costcos and several malls in San Juan, including the well-known Plaza Las Americas, prominently featuring a cheesecake factory. Many Puerto Ricans love shopping, and a visit to the plaza will confirm this. There's always huge traffic to get in and out, and the parking lot always seems full as well. For those of you who love nature, San Juan is also a good launching spot if you want to visit the Yunque rainforest. The rainforest is well outside of the city, but is accessible via a road from San Juan. It is a great place for real hiking of the beautiful tree-covered hills with lush vegetation all around. The trails are generally well marked and lead to waterfalls or lookouts with scenic views of the island. Just be sure to look online for the latest information on their reservation system. In the past, tickets had to be purchased online ahead of time, though at the moment, it seems that entry is on a first-come first-served basis at the entrance from the north via Road 191 North. Overall, San Juan is an excellent travel destination most of the year. And though it is great to pair San Juan as part of a longer trip to see the rest of Puerto Rico, including the islands of Culebra and Vieques, it is equally great if you only have a few days to pop out of your busy home life to get in some beach, sun, and culture. I'd recommend staying about 3 nights in San Juan, and more if you want to visit the Yunque rainforest or to get in more beach time. If you liked this video and want to help me out, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. You can also leave me comments or questions about Puerto Rico that I'll be happy to answer. And if you want to explore other parts of Puerto Rico, please watch my other detailed videos of this beautiful island, as well as videos of Culebra and Vieques.